Hello, my name is Ken Ellis. I've been teaching here at Wheaton Academy for 34 years this year. It's been my pleasure, my distinct honor to teach over those years. I also have the privilege, because I teach biology and other life sciences too, but my privilege to teach students the wonder of God's creation. When I think of it, even today in chapel, Reed Culbertson, in his comments that he directed to all of us, said that God was the author of everything. And I thought that was quite appropriate, especially when I think about coming to the idea that I get to teach students about photosynthesis, how it makes a glucose. And that glucose molecule having 6 carbons is now strung together with other glucoses with a 1,4-glycosidic linkage. And what makes this thing called glucose, which is a super huge molecule, that is what the wood of a tree is made of, what's around every single plant cell on Earth. And then go out later with them and do a core sample of a tree and pull out a core of this cellulose showing the annual rings. With it, be able to tell things like, what was the rainfall in the area 30 years ago compared to the other years around it? Was there fire damage? Was there insect damage? Was something ever leaning against that tree? And all this information tied all inside this little core that I pull out of that tree. And the tree still stands unharmed by my getting this information. Being able to have that and know that God was the author of all the processes that brought it about, that maintained it, that changed as a result of, how does the tree look from the damage that it sustained, or the tree that leaned against it. I look at all these things and I understand these things had meaning and purpose, and with them, they basically show God's glory and give Him honor in doing it. Now, there are those that would say that evolution and natural selection should probably be the things lifted up, that say, this is how the world we look at and all of its wonder, all of its complexity, and say natural selection was the thing. But even on a scriptural basis, I can reject it and say, God is a jealous God. He said that thou shalt have no other gods before me. And as a result, the people and men look at this evolutionary idea and theory and say that natural selection guided all that it is. Well, it's not even guided. It's a very chaotic, undirected process. And I look at it and I think, wow, even the authors and people that wrote music years ago, Bach and others, finished their work and they wrote SDG, Soli Deo Gloria. Only God gets the glory. Only God.